¿Por dónde he entrado yo? ¿Por aquí? Vale, yo entro por aquí. ¿Qué es esta puerta? ¡Ah! Definitivamente hay muchas puertas. No, Poiro, vuelve. No te vayas del hotel. Vuelve, ¿dónde vas tú? Pero aquí hay otra puerta del hotel, o sea, del restaurante.
This is a useful point to measure the time it takes to reach Cutter's Cove, the spot that will be the scene of the murder.
Pero no me hagas spoiler. ¿Y este hombre? De verdad. Estoy en el segundo va a ser el asesinato. Estoy mirando, otra cosa. Ajá, una piedra. Como si supiera dónde está la isla esa, Tom Count o tu prima Counte. Espérate. Esta puerta dónde me lleva. Vale. Voy a salir por la puerta. Es que no sé dónde es Tom Counte. ¿Y qué uso? El crono... Esto.
From the hotel to Cutter's Cove, it is 25.
O sea, tengo que darle solamente. Y esto lo apunto yo, ¿no? Vale. Estoy mirando, ¿eh? No, que estoy... Vale. Que me salga algo, no me sale nada. Porque esto parece un faro que está así medio... En fin. Ahora por aquí te la reflexiva. Piedra. ¿Qué quiero yo? Piedra. ¿Por qué le he hecho levantarse todo?
Hello there.
Good morning, mademoiselle. I am Hercule Poirot.
Emily Brewster. Pleasure to meet you.
You rest from your exertions?
No, I teach ballet to a lot of energetic young girls. It would take more than a little row around this tiny island to wear me out. I don't know if you noticed, but I found what looks like the carving of a dart on a rock on the path there when I came down to bathe. It appears to be quite old. I was curious to see if there were any more carvings along here.
And have your investigations met with success?
Nothing so far. The sea may have worn any away, I suppose.
Are you enjoying Seadrift Island?
To tell you the truth, Mr. Poirot, this was a necessary trip for me. I lost a very close friend several months ago. I'm here to try and come to terms with her death, and to reclaim my life if I can. Forgive me for being so frank to an innocent question. I'm not sure why I said that.
Not at all, mademoiselle. People often find they can confide in me.
Of course. You're that Hercule Poirot.
There is more than one?
I've heard of you, of course. I apologize, I didn't make the connection at once.
Have you been here at the hotel long?
9 or 10 days.
Have you formed any impressions of our fellow guests?
Are you down here on a case, Mr. Poirot?
No. For a short holiday only. Forgive me if the question was impertinent.
Oh, I don't mind. Let's see. Horace Black is a wealthy businessman, of the sort one tries to avoid in London. Loud and boorish. I think he finds us all rather boring.
Horace Black.
The Redferns seem like a nice couple, but I've noticed a tension between them. If you want my opinion, Arlena Marshall is at the bottom of it. She's one of those women men seem drawn to, and other women tend to hate.
Aunque quiere robar al marido, ¿no?
You choose to bathe here instead of at the beach?
Yes, I do so every day. It's just a few steps from the hotel. And there's this one gentleman, Major Barry, who seems to take a rather obvious interest in women in bathing attire. Makes my flesh crawl. So I try to avoid the beach.
Good luck in your investigation.
Thank you.
A ver qué ha anotado. A ver si ha anotado algo más. O sea, esto tengo que mirar esto, mira ese. Está vacío, lo necesitaré para rellenar algo seguramente. Una roca grande. Y una roca grande. Nada, entonces. Y he anotado algo sobre... 25 minutos. ¿Lo ves? Esto tengo que ir mirando esto. Emily Braste, profesora de ballet, conservatorio, bla bla. Ay, no, güey. Señora de moda, propietaria de Rosa. Vale, estoy buscando los trabajos, ¿no? Vale. Entonces aquí no hay nada más, ¿no? No. ¿Puedo ir por aquí? Sí, puedo, pero por aquí también hay muchos caminos. Espérate, ¿otro camino? Vale. Voy a ir por este, que es por el primero que he ido antes. Supongamos. Uy.
Hello! You haven't seen a tennis ball in the grass, have you? I had a lob go spectacularly astray.
No, monsieur. I am sorry.
You wouldn't be Hercule Poirot by any chance, would you?
I am Poirot? Monsieur?
Kenneth Marshall. That was my wife, Arlena.
She is very charming, Madame Marshall. Hastings, if you embarrass me, we will cease the investigation at once.
My apologies, Poirot. I'll try to remember who I am.
Listen, Poirot. This is a bit of luck finding you here. Something rather distressing has happened. Since our arrival here on Monday, Arlena has received two, what I can only describe as threatening notes.
Do you have the notes?
Well, yes, here they are. Arlena thinks I destroyed them, but I thought I'd better not.
Very wise. One moment, please, while I examine them.
Arlena refuses to take them seriously. She says people are often jealous of her due to her success and her beauty, and it's no more than that. I'm not
El
so
ego de esa
sure.
mujer es impresionante.
You are right to be concerned. In my experience, Captain Marshall, the hatred to write such notes is one to take very seriously indeed.
Would you have a talk with Arlena and tell her that?
I will do as you ask. How did these arrive?
The first was simply shoved under her door. The second was found on her dressing table. Mr. Poirot, her door was locked.
When did Mrs.
Por la
Marshall
ventana.
receive these?
That first note was found the morning after we arrived. That would have been
Todo
August
ocurre el
20th.
20 de agosto del
The second
19.
appeared yesterday. Knowing you are investigating has eased my mind enormously.
Captain Marshall, I will do what I can to assist you. But if I am to be successful, I must enjoy your wife's complete cooperation.
I hope you can succeed in convincing her of the gravity of the situation. If you'll excuse me, I have some letters to type.
Uy.
He has some letters to type?
He seems unaware of the significance of what he has said. How many typewriters can there be on this island?
Seems more likely Miss Darnley's typewriter was borrowed to write the notes.
It is possible.
You knew there might be a real danger to Mrs. Marshall even then.
Yes, my friend. I could feel something in the wind. The way sailors can sense the approaching
Deja de hacer
storm.
referencias sobre el primer juego, por favor. Que me trae muchas emociones. Son muchos los que han sufrido tu dolor, se hará justicia. Esto lo aprendimos en Last Window. Siempre hay que fijarse en las letras que son diferentes a las demás. Y aquí, las que son diferentes es la E, no, la H, la E también, porque está más levantada, mira, aquí se nota más, aquí no se nota tanto. La H, la E y la M. La M está medio cortada. Lo comprobaremos aquí si hay una M más. Efectivamente, las fuerzas que dictaminarán tu condena se reúnen incluso ahora, invisibles e irreparables. Y ahora, ¿qué pasará? Seguramente encontraremos una máquina, no sé si será la que tiene el marido, tiene pinta de que va a ser el marido. A lo mejor no, a lo mejor me equivoco. Donde seguramente tendremos que escribir algo y comprobaremos estas letras, que será la E, la M y la H, para saber si esta es la máquina con la que se han escrito estas cartas. Sí, es que la window...
Bit of a low spot in the near ad service court.
No puedo avanzar. La window es un juegazo. Igual que otro.
It is an unusual wreck for a garden.
No puedo avanzar por aquí.
It's to keep the clay of the court smooth. And from the look of that clay, it's about time for a good rake.
Tiene pinta de que no puedo avanzar. No me sale nada. Vale, voy a ver si encuentro una pelota. ¡Ostras, pago! ¿Por aquí? ¡Esto es muy grande! No hay nada aquí. No, vale. Aquí no hay nada, ¿no? Algo sucederá ahí arriba. Esto no lo ponen por nada. Por aquí es por donde yo he venido. Por este camino de aquí abajo. Esto no sé lo que es. Una iglesia. Tiene pinta de iglesia. Por ahí hay otro camino.
I imagine this was quite a beautiful structure before it went to pot.
Yes, Hastings, religion cannot be faulted for its aesthetic at least.
I imagine this was quite a...
Ah, no, vale.
Yes, Hastings,
Silencio.
this is a useful point to measure the time it takes to reach Cutter's Cove, the spot that will be the scene of the murder.
¿Qué hago? ¿Le doy al de este?
From the monastery ruins to Cutter's Cove, it is 12 minutes.
Vale. O sea, ellos cogen el cronómetro y lo hacen, pero volvemos a la escena donde estábamos desde el principio. Esto con puzzle.
There is quite a passage down there. We will need something more than good intentions to shift the stone, however.
Vamos, aquí hay que hacer algo para que se abra el pasadizo. Es un pasadizo. No se haga spoiler.
This post looks like it was once an oar.
But what is its purpose now?
Está una tumba. Tiene pinta de tumba.
Curious, isn't it? It was an oar, I believe, planted quite securely in the ground now. I can't shift it. I'm Stephen Lane.
Eres cura.
Hercule Poirot.
Ah, the detective. Maybe you have a theory what it's for.
Without more evidence, a deduction is difficult.
Here you go, then. I found these near the edge of the cleared space. Chicken feathers, I believe. I think those stains are dried blood. Suggestive, don't you think?
Perhaps. Do you have a theory about this post and the clearing, Monsieur Lane?
I felt something the moment I arrived on this island, Mr. Poirot. It is especially strong here. I can only describe it as a feeling of evil. More than a feeling,
¿no?
it's almost a physical presence.
Yes, it is very romantic here. It is peaceful. The sun shines, the sea it is blue. But there is evil everywhere under the sun.
There's a quote from Ecclesiastes. Yea, also the heart of the sons of men is full of evil, and madness is in their heart while they live. Nowadays, nobody
Me encanta cuando
believes in
gira la
evil.
cabeza siempre. Y
Even
luego la
with
gira para
what
adelante
is
otra vez.
happening in Europe, they want to think that reason and common sense will prevail. But evil cannot be reasoned with. And it is real. It walks the earth.
What brings you to Seadrift Island, Monsieur Lane?
My health. I was the vicar of a church near Brixham. I became ill. I had to leave my church. I came here to heal among the historic churches and religious ruins of the area, like this old monastery.
Dando pena.
It dates back to the Middle Ages. The order was most known for producing a passable brandy, I believe, but they never flourished. I expect that was because of the site they chose.
What is wrong with this site?
It isn't the only Christian edifice erected on top of more ancient construction, as I'm sure you know. In this case, there was a Roman temple here, 500 years before the monks arrived. Unfortunately, it is believed it was a temple to Bacchus, A particularly nasty cult, notable for debauchery and licentiousness.
Bacchus, eh? That might explain the decent brandy.
I was searching for evidence of the earlier temple when you arrived. I found an opening beneath one of the walls over there, leading down into the earth. But it's blocked by a sizable stone. I was hoping to use this post as a lever, but it's immovable.
¿Por qué todos tienen la misma cara? El personaje, el que está con Poirot, tiene la misma cara pero de mujer.
What do you think of our fellow guests?
I haven't spent much time with them, I'm afraid. I've been poking around out here, mainly. If I could get some idea of the location of other nearby religious sites, I expect I'd be off to visit those. I think it would do me good after this place. Mr. Poirot, I'm feeling under the weather. These ruins take it quite out of me, I'm afraid. If you'll excuse me.
But of course.
No puedo cogerlo entonces, ¿no? Y no puedo hacer nada más aquí. A ver. Esto no, yo lo he mirado.
No, Hastings.
Está preparado para ahora. El pozo no puedo mirarlo. Vamos por aquí. Porque en esta escena, nada, ¿no? Esto no es la escena del crimen. No quiero ir a la escena del crimen. Voy a guardar.
This is a useful point to measure the time it takes to reach Cutter's Cove, the spot that will be the scene of the murder. From Sanctuary Cove to Cutter's Cove, it is 15 minutes.
Entonces no es la zona del crimen, ¿no? No, porque ahí había escalera, aquí no hay escalera.
That will not help.
A lo mejor sí. Tampoco es que hace aquí. Vamos a ver.
Bonjour, mademoiselle.
Hello.
I am Hercule Poirot, a fellow guest who has arrived only last night.
I'm Linda, Marshall. I'm here with my father and his wife.
Uy.
What about the pile of brush interests you so?
It is just a pot of brush, isn't it?
You wish it were something else?
I was trying to make a blind so the Gilmores would come closer.
A hunter's blind?
I don't want to hunt them. They're wonderful creatures. I just want to study them.
I would offer my assistance, but Poirot knows nothing of blinds, I am afraid.
Wait, Poirot. That won't do. Did you make a blind for the girl, or didn't you?
That is to say, I might be able to construct one?
You just didn't want to admit you'd done any physical labor.
You know nothing about them, but you can build one.
Yes. Is it not strange how we can feel such contradictory notions sometimes?
Oh, those? I have them all the time. I'm a mass of contradictions.
Guillemots? The birds?
Yes. Do you know about them?
I cannot say I do.
Hold on, Poirot, I do.
Now let the child speak, Hastings.
Oh. Oh, rather.
They are really quite common. These are of the genus Urea algae. They live in great colonies. They look almost like penguins, don't they?
Vale, lo último que escuchaba antes son los niños de arriba dando por culo. Que estoy escuchando, lo estoy escuchando ahora bien y son niños.
I never thought of it before, but you know who they remind me of?
Se estarán jugando y están chillando ahí como
They are truly marvelous. They seem to like it here very much.
The government made it a sanctuary for them. That's what this place is called now. Sanctuary Cove.
What brings you to the Smuggler's Rest Hotel?
It was Arlena's idea. That's my stepmother.
Are you enjoying yourself?
No, I hate it. I don't know why we're here.
Ah well, the summer it is almost past. I think your school it will be starting again soon?
Miss Porter's? I suppose so. I wouldn't know.
Miss Porter's? Hastings, the name of this school is familiar to me.
Porter.
There is a newspaper
Oh,
account
Harry
in my
Potter.
files. What do you think of your fellow guests?
Miss Darnley's nice, and Christine Redfern is too. But I hate her husband.
He is unkind to you?
No, it's my father I care about. He can't see it, but I can. I see what's happening.
It has been a pleasure, mademoiselle.
Can you really make her blind? I'm no good at it at all.
I will try.
Thank you.
Hastings, what have you gotten me into now?
Relax, old man.
Cuerda.
All we really need is some
Poste.
cord, a couple of
Llego para
sturdy
fijarlo.
posts, and something to anchor it all with. Tent stakes, for
Mierda, no tengo
example.
para gran punta.
Tent stakes. On an island with a perfectly good hotel. Why would anyone need tent stakes?
Oh, well, I see your point.
Cuerdas. Poste. Etiqueta. Estoy apuntando en mi caja de medicamentos, ¿eh? Porque no tengo para apuntar. Voy a mirar si aquí se me guarda o algo. No me sé, pero no me dice cómo. Vale. Vale. Estudiante. Documentos. El de poste, ¿cuál era? Poste. Yo no veo ningún poste. ¿Lo habéis visto vosotros? Yo no veo. Vale, pero ya lo leí yo, vale.
Hastings?
Relax, old man.
Cuerda,
All we
para el
really
poste,
need is some cord,
asistentes y algo
a
para
couple...
fijar.
Tent stakes.
Oh, well,
Y yo de eso no tengo nada. Tengo plumas de pollo. Si se vende algo. Manchadas de sangre. Temo por el pollo que una vez pertenecía. Bueno, pues ya lo construiremos, ¿eh? Porque otra cosa. No tengo nada para construirlo. Vale. Tendrá que venir por aquí. ¡Ah! ¡Ah! ¡No! Por aquí no. ¿Qué es el asesinato? Ya volveremos. Vale, vamos a ir por este camino, ya hemos ido. Vamos a ir por este. Estoy un poco, tío. No sé qué pasa. Mamá sue.
Good morning, mademoiselle. May I join you?
I would be delighted. It's Madame Redfern, by the way. Christine. You must be Hercule Poirot, the famous detective.
I am he?
modesty, old man.
You may have reason to be modest, Hastings. Poirot does not.
The old place was buzzing last night when you arrived.
Ah, it is a perfect day for sketching.
Le tiene que
Yes,
doler la
indeed.
cabeza tener la
I'm
cola,
trying
el
to
moñetón
capture that
estirado para atrás.
sailboat down there.
A mí sí me relaja el sonido del mar, es precioso. Hasta que escucha los gritos de los niños ahí dando por culo.
The
pues
man
te
at the
quita
tiller
lo
seems quite
relajante.
good.
That's Horace Black. He's a guest here. He splits his time mainly between the bay and the bar.
A red sail is unusual, is it not?
Y de la gente que chilla
Yes,
también.
quite.
What brings you to the Smuggler's Rest Hotel?
I'm here with my husband, Patrick.
Damn!
Hastings.
It was his idea, really. He's the outdoors type. But I burn so easily, I'm afraid. I must take care.
Our time here may be cut short.
Because of the evacuation, you mean?
Many seaside resorts are already closed.
Yes, that's mainly why I agreed to come. This could be Patrick's last chance for who knows how long.
Where is your husband?
That's him down there, swimming.
You do not swim, Madame Redfern?
No. The man near the equipment shed is George, the bathing beach attendant. That other man in the chair is Major Barry. You'll find him there most days, especially if there are any women swimming.
Major Barry has an eye for the ladies?
Definitely. Bit of a bore too. Full of stories about the army in India. That and his dogs. He apparently has many, many dogs.
What can you tell me about our fellow guests?
Well, there's Emily Brewster. You'll usually find her rowing about the island. Ballet instructor at school in North Taunton, I believe. There's a couple from up north somewhere. Gardeners. She'll talk your ear off. He's rather a dear, really. And Arlena Stewart, of course. You must have heard by now that she is here.
Oh, you know her?
My husband does.
Ostras,
I'm afraid
vale,
that's
ya
enough
entendió.
sum for me for a while, Mr. Poirot.
It has been a pleasure, madame.
Alena es la amante de su marido. Es lo que entendió.